You were a part of that ninth inning, though. What's the thought process there when Juan Soto's up at the plate in those situations late in the game? Just how much confidence do you guys have in his ability to come through?
That's what he does. We've been seeing it all year long. He comes up in big moments against one of the best closers in the game. He's running up to 102 miles an hour. So I had a nice front row seat for that one. That was impressive. But I think through the whole inning, guys were just having great at bats. If they didn't get a pitch past the next guy, and the next guy came up big, so it was. We felt like we were never out of the game.
Where does that mentality come from this team? Kind of pass it on to the next guy, not an individual thing, just do things for the good of the team?
I think just all the meetings we had in spring training, kind of getting together, talking with each other, and, it all comes down to trust. Trusting, next guy's going to pick you up and don't put all the weight on your shoulder, to come up with a big hit. So, when you got 9 guys, trusting each other, in that inning, Trevi had a big moment beating the ball out so we could keep the inning alive. It's little things like that might get overlooked, but, we all see it and leads to a big inning.
Aaron, you talked about being a kid here, looking up in the bleachers. Did the dreams of playing Oracle match the reality of this weekend?
Yeah, this was a pretty fun weekend. Getting a chance to come in here and get the sweep, and it was a packed house, a lot of cheering, booing, whatever, kind of going on. But no, I loved it. I loved getting a chance to be out there, and it was a fun. It lived up to it, that's for sure.
Is there any memory as a kid that you remember an important Giants home run from when you were watching?
All the Barry's home runs, man. That was I never got a chance to see him in person, but watching on TV late night, he made this park look pretty small, and it is definitely not small. Even on, I've seen Juan hit a lot of deep flies to right center, but I still got a little nervous on a couple of those.
Aaron, against a top pitcher like that and down 2, what's the lift in the dugout when Glaber makes that single to center to start the inning?
That's what started right there. You got a guy coming out of the bullpen. You don't know what you're going to see. 102, you can see the nasty slider, the 2-seamer, what's going to happen. And for him to go up there and have a great at-bat, and I think it kind of sparked everybody in the dugout. Said, hey, let's go. Let's feed off that, and next man up.
So, Aaron, I grew up in a multi-team area, Chicago, Cubs, Sox, and Brewers. How did you distinguish which team you liked most, Oakland or San Francisco?
It's just my town. It's a lot of Giants fans in Linden, and my dad was a Giants fan, and you got to follow suit.
Aaron, you played on a lot of good teams here. Cooney was talking earlier that thinks this team could be special. I know it's 61 down and 101 to go, but is there something about this team that you're saying, I really like this team and it's maybe different than others?
Yeah, this is one of the best I've played on, just from pitching staff, the way we communicate, just the talent we have in this room. But I think it's, the prime example is an inning like we had in the 9th there. I can go back over the years how many games we probably lose that game. Teams bringing their closer up 2 runs and, kind of go 1, 2, 3. But, this team's different. They went up there with the mentality that, hey, we're still in this ball game. Just got to get the first guy on and see what happens. And that was a fun one to be a part of.
Aaron, it's become a famous tweet at this point, the Arson Judge tweet. What did you hear about it coming back this weekend?
I heard it from the crowd quite a bit. But, it was fun, It gave the fans something to talk about, something to laugh about. But glad to be with the Yankees and do our thing.